Hello, everyone. This is Dude Dreamer. So, yes, today myself and the Jedi Bender are going to give our predictions on the season finale of Death Battle. And as you guys know, this battle is going to be huge at a I don't know how much of a level. I don't know how much of a level it is because this is huge. It's really huge. It's Thanos versus Darkseid, the one battle that people have been waiting for, and it's finally gonna come. And I'm looking forward to it. I know Jedi Ben is looking forward to it. Speaking of which, how you doing, Jedi?
I'm living. Hi guys. I'm sorry if I haven't been posting again. I've been battling and recovering from a pretty nasty case of a sore throat plus personal physical pain right now, but I'm fine enough to be here doing this prediction. And yeah, I think Duo said it pretty well. This battle's going to be so crazy that it's on a whole other level. Like this is like the Goku versus Superman of season 5 right now. I think that's what we can compare it to. It's right up there with Goku versus Superman. It's like one of the most heavily requested fights of all time.
Oh yeah, definitely. And it is very polarizing. Like a lot of people saying that Thanos is going to win because of the Infinity Gauntlet, or Darkseid's going to win because of the anti-life equation. Which actually we found out that it's been confirmed by ScrewAttack that the Gauntlet, the Infinity Gauntlet, and the anti-life equation will be in play for this battle.
Yes, they will. So that way they'll leave no stone unturned, no pun intended. And that way they'll be able to go through everything these guys have in their repertoire.
Right. And yeah, I mean we also know that uh other shows have entertained this battle before, but again, it's their interpretation, it's their opinion, and Death Battle might find something that would actually be either the same result or a different result. We don't know.
Yeah. Well, I say unlike the other fights, like Goku versus Superman, for example, this has been heavily requested for various versus shows, but it's never been as done as quite often as those because this is such a large scale battle. So this is pretty much going to be like, I guess, the third time we're seeing it in versus shows because Cartoon Fight Club did it. We took a shot at it. And our good friend Cliff from Roundtable Studios is also working on his version, which he'll have sometime out this month. And then we finally have ScrewAttack's version. So it's a huge match. So that's why you don't really see it as often as the other matches that we've come to know and love.
Right, definitely. So yeah, so let's get right into it. So I was thinking like maybe we can talk about Thanos first for this one.
That's fine, yeah.
Because and I want to let you guys know we're not going to do any origin stories with them because there's a lot to cover when it comes to their origin stories. So we're just going to go right down to their abilities and stuff and then determine who would win stuff. So anyway, as we know, Thanos is a freaking powerhouse in his own right. Even without the gauntlet, he is a powerhouse.
Yes, he is. He's taken on most of the Avengers, and he's gone up against people like Galactus without the gauntlet. He's been able to take on Thor, Hulk, two of the most heavy hitters in the Marvel Universe. He's pretty much been able to go toe-to-toe with them all and probably most likely 9 times out of 10 come out victorious. And he is just a beast in his own right. There's a reason why it takes all of the Avengers, the X-Men, the Fantastic Four. Like, it takes everyone in the Marvel Universe to come together to defeat him because he's just that damn powerful.
Yeah, and this is without the gauntlet. This is without the gauntlet. They have troubles with him without the gauntlet, but with the gauntlet, oh my god, he is more dangerous than ever. Like he's been defeated before, even with the gauntlet. But the thing is, he's a lot dangerous with the gauntlet. And when I'm talking about the gauntlet, it also has the Infinity Gems or Infinity Stones, whatever you want to call it. And each stone has a power to it. Each stone has a power, and it depends on what timeline you want to go with when it comes to colors, but the same stones are the same stones as they always been. So
Exactly.
yeah, because I know there's like the original colors are there, but then now there's a Marvel Legacy where it's a different color now. So we're just gonna go by, by their names. We're not gonna say like the colors or anything. We're just gonna go by their
Yeah.
names and what their abilities do for the wearer of the Infinity Gauntlet or the Infinity Gems.
I agree. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, so let's start off with the Soul Gem. The Soul Gem allows the user to steal, control, manipulate, and even alter living and dead souls. So, woo, that's kind of scary. That is kind of
Yeah,
scary.
that is.
So I'm trying to think like how would that work for Darkseid in this one.
That's a good question. Definitely, as far to my knowledge, Darkseid has pretty much just been able to go up against all types of powers, which we will go into that when we get into him. So, trying to figure out if any of the gems or if all of them combined will be able to take down Darkseid, that's very tough, and I don't think I'm capable of saying where that fits in as to how they could potentially defeat Darkseid.
Right. And pretty much it at its full potential because it does have a full potential level with each gemstone. And with the soul, you pretty much have control of all forms of life, like the afterlife, living, and everything, all throughout the universe.
Yeah.
So almost like a god in a way.
Yeah. I don't see him. I don't really see Thanos using that to really. I mean, maybe it's possible because I don't think it would count as outside help. He definitely could use the Soul Stone to definitely bring dead warriors back, say underground, to try and overwhelm Darkseid. So that could be a good way to use them. Maybe he could use the Soul Stone to really shake things up, to try and off balance Darkseid. So I think there's a multitude of uses you could have for the Soul Stone, but I don't see it being as I can just use the Soul Stone to kill you. I don't think it's going to be somewhere like that.
Right. All right. Then we have the Time Stone, which allows the user to pretty much see into the past, the future, stop, slow time, pretty much time manipulation.
Yes.
Speed up time, everything. So I think that could be useful.
Yeah.
In his all right. And he can also travel through time with the Soul Stone, or with the Time Stone. You can travel through time. So pretty much crazy time manipulation with that stone. Crazy time manipulation.
Yeah. I'm with you. I think this is probably going to be one of the most, if not the most useful stones to use in the gauntlet, because Darkseid may be an unstoppable force, but that doesn't exactly mean that, okay, he is technically immune to everything, or just because he is, that doesn't mean anything, because he fights people who are faster than him, who could do that, and he has shown that, okay, if the right moment is there, they can catch him off guard and off balance. So I think out of all of them, I think I'm with you. The Time Stone could definitely be useful in slowing down time and trying to get a hit in on Darkseid. So it's pretty much going to be like Dante versus Bayonetta, where at first it'll be an advantage, but if Darkseid can cope with it, to him it won't matter if time is slowed down or sped up, because he has shown that he can adapt very quickly. The other thing too about it seen into the past and in the future, that could also be a downfall for Thanos, because just because you can see into the future, that doesn't mean you're going to be able to see the outcome that's most likely to happen. Right. So if he thinks he's going to win, he uses the Time Stone to see into the future, and he sees he's going to die, but he just doesn't know how, then that could be very problematic for Thanos.
Yeah. Okay. So the next stone he has is the Space Stone, which pretty much he can alter the space around him, like pretty much warping reality, if you will, somewhat warping reality. Also, it gives the wearer to pretty much survive anywhere, any kind of space, time, anything. Like he can even teleport to a certain location. So in a way, with the boom tube that Darkseid had, I think that's going to be like kind of an interesting battle between the two. Like they're going to be teleporting each other like
Yeah.
crazy, try to one up on the other. The question
Yeah.
is, which one is more potent? The space gem or
The boom
the
tube.
boom tube?
I think that's an excellent point and an excellent question. It definitely puts them at even odds, and I think that's going to be very interesting to find out, like which one is more potent, which one is more reliable at the end of the day. And I really look forward to seeing how they not only discuss that in the end analysis, but also in the animation itself. So that's actually a good point.
Right. And we also have the Mind Stone, which enhances the wearer's mental abilities and get access to, like, say, the thoughts and dreams of other beings. Now, with this one, I kind of feel that that might not work for Darkseid because I've never heard of any um, situation where he succumbed to, like, say, mind manipulation, as far as I know.
No, not in the main canon, not in the main stuff. I mean, if it's kids-related films, that doesn't count because that's just meant to play it up for comedy. But for like what we're talking about here, no. As far as I know, Darkseid has never succumbed to mind manipulation or being under someone else's control. I'm not sure how. I think it is more or less like Superman, where his mind is immune to those kind of telepathic attacks, because if he wasn't, then John Jones, the Martian Manhunter, and one of the most powerful, if not the powerful telepaths in the DC universe, would have been able to take down Darkseid a long time ago. But that still has shown not to be the case. So I definitely agree. I don't think the Mind Stone is really going to help him. I mean, but just, for hypothetical reasons, even if it was, really, I don't think Thanos is really going to get much out of Darkseid if he reads his mind, because he'll know what he wants, and he'll know what he's thinking. But once again, like the Time Stone, it's possible that won't play to his advantage. It'll be his disadvantage, because then he'll know exactly what's going to happen and what Darkseid's going to do. He will have a chance to, say, avoid it, but again, guys, don't assume that the Mind Stone is going to be one of the trump cards to really one-up Darkseid. I don't think it is either.
Right. And I did look it up, and I was trying to find, like, has he ever succumbed to mind manipulation or anything? And I haven't found anything. So I don't think
me
the
neither.
Mind Stone is going to work. But we'll see. But the next stone that Thanos has also is the Reality Stone, which pretty much, as it is, he can do whatever he freaking wants. Like,
yes,
if he wants to turn you into a bird, he'll turn you into a bird. You know what I mean? Even if it, and as it says on here, even if it's a direct contradiction with the scientific laws, he will make it happen.
Exactly, yes. This is just like the Time Stone. This is another OP stone in the Infinity Gauntlet's arsenal, because it's like you said, it can literally alter reality. It can alter the world. It can alter people of any kind. So it could play a factor. Now, as I know, Darkseid is mostly immune to reality warping, because if you all remember, back in Dr. Fate versus Doctor Strange, everybody assumed that just because Doctor Strange has dabbled in reality warping, that means he could potentially use that to get the jump on Fate, whereas it turns out, no. Dr. Fate is also immune to reality warping because he survived the crisis that destroyed multiverses in the DC universe and ended up killing the Barry Allen, the Flash. So Darkseid also survived that too. So it is most likely that he is immune to reality warping. So that really is not going to be able to play a huge factor, but that doesn't mean it's going to be useless, much like the Mind Stone, because he could alter certain things. Like, say if Darkseid throws some stuff at him, or he uses one of his minions to go after him, Darkseid can just alter them in any way he wants to have it either be nothing or throw it right back at Darkseid.
Right. So, so we can also safely assume that if Thanos decides to snap his fingers, it might not work against Darkseid.
That is most likely, yes. I don't
Yeah.
think the famous finger snap is really going to be able to work on Darkseid.
Although, how can you snap your fingers with the gauntlet?
That's a good question, actually. I would love to hear their explanation for that.
Right. Like, you can make the motion, but to actually hear the snap while wearing the gauntlet, you know?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, because reason why I was talking about the snap, at the Reality Stone's full potential, along with the other gems, backed with the other gems, he can change reality on a universal scale.
Exactly, yes.
As we saw in the Infinity Wars movie, Avengers, like he snapped and then everyone was affected. Well, not everybody, because he said he wanted to take out half of the population throughout the universe, and saw what happened. People getting dissolved.
Exactly, yeah. So, no, yeah, you're right. That was only thanks to the Reality War, because the Reality Stone is the strongest stone of them all because of what Thanos wanted to do. And it's thanks to the Reality Stone that he was able to do that at all. So, yeah, I completely agree. The Reality Stone is definitely one of the most powerful in terms of the gems.
Right. But like I said, when it's backed with the other stones, because other stones can actually power each other to do catastrophic stuff. You know what I mean? So,
I agree.
So, but like you were mentioning about Darkseid, it's safe to assume that reality warping does not affect him since that he survived the crisis.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he did.
All right. And then there's the last stone, which is the Power Stone. The Power Stone, pretty much, it manipulates all forms of energy, even enhances his own strength and abilities, durability, also. And any kind of attributes, it also boosts that up as well. So we're talking about also speed as well, could boost that up as well. And with that, I don't know, like, it would be helpful against Darkseid. I think it would be helpful against Darkseid, especially as he's able to manipulate power. But we've seen Darkseid duke it out with really, really powerful beings, and sometimes there's not even a scratch on him after fighting them. You
that's a good point. The Power Stone is the last useful stone of the gauntlet, and using it to boost Thanos not only at a physical level but other levels too, that would be enough to put him on Darkseid's level. But see, that's the thing, it's like you said, Darkseid has fought people who can do that too, and they don't even need a stone. Like, for example, Superman, Supergirl, they have the power to boost their Kryptonian physical attributes thanks to either the sun or a blue sun. And guess what, guys? Every time they fought against Darkseid, he has destroyed them. Even their best punch has not been able to kill him or even come close to putting him down. Even if it leaves a tiny scratch, Darkseid will still keep going. So I really don't think the Power Stone is going to be, the ultimate stone that puts Darkseid away for good, because Darkseid has fought in people who can do that. So it's really not going to be that useful, but it's not going to be that useless either. It's going to be somewhere in the middle. So I really think the Power Stone, the Time Stone, and the Reality Stone are going to be the three best options for for Thanos to use against Darkseid.
Right. But of course, with all the stones that he has, like I said, like, each stone can actually power each other. So, with all the stones at its full potential, he's at an omni level. He's pretty much a god, pretty much like a god.
Yes, he's yeah, he's right up there with Darkseid in terms of omnipotence.
Yes. So that so I really think that the gauntlet's going to be useful in a way, and I feel like with each stone, I think as long as that all the stones are working together, he will have a really great chance against Darkseid, in my opinion.
I second that. I definitely agree. It's better for him to have all of them rather than just a few of them. And the ones I mentioned that we both mentioned are the most useful because, once again, it really shows the power that Thanos has literally in his hand. So I really think that's a good idea. And I'm curious to see, even though I don't personally believe the gauntlet at its full power will be able to kill Darkseid, I definitely think at its full power, it will be the most difficult thing he's ever had to fight and go up against.
Right, right.